What unites the people's basics? What unites the universal people who follow and support the people's basics is shared values, shared goals, shared enemies, and shared causes. Our shared values are that we believe that every person has basic needs that need to be fulfilled, that we should be upholding a society that values democracy, liberty, justice, and security. Our goals are in democracy reform, whether that be the voting methods that we use in our elections, the districting that we do to decide where we actually vote, campaign finance to make sure that our campaigns are only beholden to the people and not to the special interest groups and corporations. Furthermore, we advocate for paid leave, whether that's for having a new child, sickness, family bereavement, or just needing a vacation. We believe in lifelong education and care, whether that be from pre-K to college. We believe in having an extension of the child tax credit. We believe that we should be canceling student loans. We believe we need a deep reform of our curriculum to better prepare people to be critical thinkers with the life skills they need for self-sufficiency. We believe we also need to be federalizing education funding so that poor areas aren't being held back on their education and kept in poverty because they can't get the knowledge that they need to thrive. We believe in guaranteeing housing and utilities for all, whether that be water, broadband, energy, or having just a home for all Americans. We believe in guaranteeing some advocacy of public health, whether that be issues like universal basic income, Medicare for all, a Green New Deal, ending food deserts, or having just better economic measures for where we want to track our economy. We believe in the notion of liberty, justice, and security, having things like criminal justice reform, legal immigration reform, diplomacy first foreign policy, as well as expanding civil rights enforcement. And we also believe in helping labor and small businesses by enforcing the Small Business Act, restoring funds to the Small Business Administration, raising the minimum wage, protecting the right to organize, and guaranteeing public banking for all Americans. And then who is stopping us? Who do we need to oppose that is keeping the status quo where we don't have all of these basics secured for people? Well, it's corrupt authoritarians that are basically ensuring that we have a regression or a stagnation of our current economy and way of life so that their existing hierarchies are continued to be preserved. We oppose all those who practice in greed, deceit, and violence. And we especially want to challenge those who are part of powerful institutions, whether that's in the private sector and for profit like many businesses, finance, Hollywood and the news media, big tech, or even the corporatization of science. As well, the nonprofit space, whether it's religions, NGOs, or even Ivy League elites who have these massive endowments that are not helping the actual students in need. And as well, we need to be opposing those in public sector who are authoritarian and corrupt, whether that's politicians, government regulators, the judiciary, the intelligence community, the military, or even law enforcement. We must oppose all corrupt authoritarianism. And how do we think we can accomplish these ends? Well, we have a shared method of advocacy here. We believe we need a voice by having a media presence. We believe we need the tools by developing the technology that will enable the grassroots to better socially organize. We believe we need to get involved in volunteering and consulting for electoral efforts. We believe we need to participate in mutual aid so that when politicians and the political system are not delivering what we need yet, that we are taking care of each other. And we believe that we need to be taking the time to really get into communities and build relationships over time so that people know that they can come here and trust us and value us more than just a one-off issue, but as true allies and good faith partners who can get common causes accomplished. That's what we want to do here at the People's Basics. And so we want to ask you, if this is what you want to fight for, if you have an ideology that prioritizes universalism and humanitarianism, whatever label you want to call it, we want you here. We want you here helping grow the movement for the universal basics, the people's basics. So we want you to get involved by checking the description section down below, clicking the link tree, and joining all of our community. As well, we hope you'll consider helping financially support this organization grow by becoming a member or giving us a voluntary contribution. We really appreciate any support that you all are willing to give. So with that being said, let's get back to the basics and let's get a society that secures universal basics for all of us. Welcome home to the home of the universal basics, the people's basics.